So dear Dharma practitioners, during Buddha's time, there was a very old Brahman, and he used to carry a lamp. So wherever he goes, at night, even daytime, he used to carry the lamp. And then people used to ask, so at night it makes sense, why you carry a light, the lamp at night, but why you carry it daytime? So this Brahman told, so I carry this light to give the help for others, whoever, in case if they cannot see, if they are in dark. So I want to help, and I want to bring the light to around them. So the people ask, yeah, it makes sense, but why you carry daytime? So then the Brahman told, no, because if I blow out the the lamp light, maybe I cannot light it again if I cannot find the fire. So he was in fear and hold with that fear, and then he used to protect the light all the time wherever he goes, 24/7. So then he met the Buddha one day, and then that the Buddha asked, so even the sun is so bright, so why you carry this light? So then the same answer, oh, because I'm afraid maybe in the evening at night, if I cannot light this again, then if I cannot find the fire again, then I cannot give the light to others. So then the Buddha mentioned, it's the same thing with our mind also. When you don't have the faith, when you don't have the trust, that is a one reason that we hold it to things. That is a one reason it takes us to ignorance. So then the Buddha mentioned, using the same simile. So wisdom is the light for our ignorance. And once the day you see the wisdom, so it's like the daylight, it's like the sun, and then anymore you no need this light. So same like ourselves, and sometimes 24/7 we hold with things with the fear, maybe we cannot find it again. With the fear, things will disappear. And when you assume like that way, that assumption start to develop the desire to hold. And then there is no end. And that is a one reason we projecting our mind towards the future. So in this very moment, rather than experiencing the moment, if you projecting towards the future with the fear, what will happen in this very moment? You generate the fear. You ignite the fear. So then out of the moment of experience, what will happen? You develop the fear. So when there is fear, out of that fear, people start to do a lot of unnecessary things. So it leads us to ignorance. So then remember yourself, rather than projecting towards the assuming it regarding our future, to get into the moment, you have to have the confidence, trust. So without that, you cannot do it, because generations to generation, through the culture, tradition, through the schooling, and through many other ways that we learn to hold thinking about future. But look at yourself. When you go to sleep at night, you don't have fear that tomorrow you're not going to you're going to wake up or not. Because if you have that fear like that way, you cannot sleep. But deeply, you know it's going to happen. And you have the trust yourself. You have the confidence with yourself. So the same ability why you cannot get into in day-to-day activities. Of course, in a conventional life, we have to think about the future. But thinking about the future and the trusting the moment and thinking about the future and the assuming about the future, two different things. Because when you complete, listen this very carefully, when you become complete 100% clear with the present moment, you able to see your past and the future both. Not only the future, you can remember all the whatever happened in the past even. So it is not about thinking, it is just seeing yourself. So that is one thing with the present moment, when the one of the the good quality that you can gain out of the present moment. When you become very clear with the moment, you can see the future, you can see the past. So when then out of that seeing whatever you do, and you recognize in the present moment whatever you do, that what that activities will can change your future. So then you become more and more careful regarding the present moment, not the future. But in day-to-day life, what will happen as ordinary people in this conventional life, what we does, we always projecting our mind toward the future, and then what in that very moment we disconnect from the present moment. So once you disconnect from the present moment, it is incomplete. So when it is incomplete, in that incompletion, whatever you experience is not going to become complete. See, then it become a kind of like a chain and interconnect everything. In that incompletion, whatever you think also going to become incomplete. Then little by little, unsuccess. So the difficulties arise. Out of that, more and more fear arise. So in day-to-day life, as ordinary people, there are 5 negations that we have to get out. There are 5 things that you have to remember yourself not to give any opportunity to get into that. It's kind of like a zero tolerance. No tolerance with these 5 qualities. So remember then yourself. The first one is faithlessness. Each and everywhere, each and every atom nourished with this faithlessness mostly. So you have to get clear out of this little by little, little by little. Especially regarding the Buddha, and get a higher purpose and develop the faith towards that. And regarding your wisdom and your enlightenment, this is spiritual path, never have a doubt about it, and develop the faith towards that way, and get out of the faithlessness. And sometimes while you practice even within your own sitting, if you don't have the conviction, if you don't have the faith, determination, effort, what will happen? You will give up. Maybe you think, okay, 5 minutes I won't practice, and you close your eyes, within 2 minutes you feel this doesn't work, this no need today. See, faith, you have no faith regarding yourself. So then whatever the spiritual development you do, in if you want to be generous, then you have to have the strong faith regarding, otherwise it is not easy to give something, because it always you look everywhere when you try to give something. It is our human nature. So break down that all the barriers and giving something. So when you have the strong faith, you can do it. So practicing the same, practicing meditation the same. So in day-to-day life, whatever the faith that you put into the some good things, remember, when it start to go away, bring it back. So never allow any opportunity to grow faithlessness in you, especially regarding your spiritual practice. So whatever, if there are some good qualities going to bring to you, and always remember, once you think about it and deeply, the faithlessness start to come and argue with you. This doesn't work. Why I have to do that way? Oh, this no need to do that. So like that. Because it is inside you. So then, little by little, purify yourself from faithlessness. Develop the faith. Another way it called Shraddha. And the second one, we all have this, all the five qualities until we attain to enlightenment. So, but we see it, we allow it to be there. But from today, whenever you see it, never give opportunity, never give a chance. So the second one, laziness. First one, faithlessness. When the faithlessness is there, what happened? It invite laziness. So when you practice meditation, so then when you don't have the faith regarding practice, what will happen? The laziness come. Oh, this is enough. It is better to sleep. It is better to lie down. It is better to adjust the posture. I need a more cushion. So like that, the laziness start to come. And once the laziness is there, it take you to sleepiness. Always there. Mentally sleepy, physically sleepy. Come out of the laziness. So get out of the faithlessness and have a good conviction, good faith regarding your own practice. Even if you are studying, have the faith regarding your studies. If you work, have the faith regarding your work. If you have a family life, have the faith regarding your family life. If you don't have the faith, don't get into that. If you have a relationship with the person, have the faith. If you don't have it, don't get into that. You're going to get into a disaster. It's kind of like a tornado will destroy everything when you don't have the faith. So it's everywhere. So then yourself remember, start with day-to-day life, your ordinary life. And regarding your study, and regarding your family life, regarding your work, regarding your relationships, even regarding your future, even regarding your spiritual practice, have the faith. Even when it comes to your ordinary life, regarding even the money, one of the major reason why people become poor, it's not because of they don't have the money, and the most of people they don't have the faith regarding money. That's why people become poor mostly. They don't have faith. So then it is everywhere, and then once it there, it bring the laziness. So when you don't have the faith, and maybe you maybe try to get out of the laziness, no, because remember the root is the faithlessness. That's why the laziness is there. And remember why people may be climbing higher mountains and go pilgrimage. It's very difficult. Most of the pilgrimage, it's not a easy journey. People go that. Why they go like that way? They have the faith. See, there is no laziness. But when there is no faith, what will happen? Laziness come. So then from today, if you want to get out of the laziness, remember the reason. Don't try to push your body. Don't try to push people. And don't try to argue, fight with people or children because they are lazy. Why they are lazy? Now you know, because they don't have the faith. So then slowly, little by little, put the faith on that person, and then the laziness will disappear. And the first one, faithful, the faithlessness. Second one, laziness. Third one, forgetfulness. Once the laziness is there, the next friend come, the next quality invite by the laziness, forgetfulness. You forget things. You forget people. You forget even regarding your life. You forget your promise, and you forget your responsibilities, and you forget you are a husband, you forget you are a wife, forget you are a child, forget you are the mother or the father, and you forget you practice meditation. So you start to close your eyes and practice meditation. No faith, and the laziness come, and then when the bell rang, you wake up. Oh, what happened? Oh, I forget. Sometimes in retreat, when we do retreat, some people, maybe 1 hour we do non-stop meditation. And after 1 hour, when the bell ring, they wake up. And what happened? How about the meditation? Oh, Bhante, I forget. See, it happened to you also. It's a very nature of the mind. It's not a personality. It is nothing to do with nothing to hold personally yourself. This is the very nature. We all the same. Like we all have the same anatomy, same nerve system, the same organs, same structure, the same, like this mental qualities, the same. So forgetfulness come. So then remember, some people try to memorize things, even in ordinary things, but they don't work with the laziness, they don't work with the faithlessness, but they try to struggle to memorize things. And then nowadays there are many tablets come, memory plus. It give the memory, boost your memory. See how this doesn't work. Because the memory is a result of something. There is a cause for that. So that's why the Buddha's teach. It is just not only you can go and just catch something. No, it's everything interconnected. So then you have to go to the root, the bottom line. So faithlessness bring the laziness, laziness bring the forgetfulness. So then remember yourself, if somebody when go to market forget something, and even at home forget something, so even themselves they forget their responsibilities. So then remember, don't fight with them. Regarding only their forgetfulness, don't fight, don't mention that. Just know yourself, it come as a result of inner laziness. These all mental qualities. And it affects physically also, but mostly in the mentally. So physically, if you work and mentally you work, you can get out of this all you can fix. That's why it come as a dharma. That is the teaching. This you can fix it. 100% you can get out of it. That's why you should know. That's why we teach. That's why we share it. So then if somebody forgets something, forget very easily. Of course, when people get old, Sometimes people forget things. That is also come out of the faithlessness. Because once you have the conviction or the faith, shraddha, and once you have the energy, the effort, remember, even you get old, the your mind not going to forget things. It's not going to nothing to do with the dementia. This is a kind of like a physical event, but at the same time, if you develop these mental qualities, you go beyond that. So then the forgetfulness, and once the forgetfulness is there, then the fourth one come. The fourth one, it's invite by the forgetfulness. So the fourth one is distractedness. You get distract very easily. Once you get distract, you get disappointed, angry, sad, worry, unhappy, always distract, and get disturbed. So then, and through the tranquility meditation, we try to get out of this distracted mind. That's why it called another way undisturbed mind. So then it's a come as a result of a process. Just closing your eyes and focusing to something, it doesn't work. So, and deeply to develop it in you, and which we call the samadhi. So you have to put the foundation with the faith and the energy or the effort, and then the sati, awareness, and then forgetfulness disappear, and then the tranquility state, undisturbed mind. Once you have this undisturbed mind, once you get out of this distractedness, then the final, the wisdom come. But if you have the distract mind, what will happen? That distract mind going to bring the ignorance. See, the final destiny, the final point is the ignorance. That is why we do this everything, get out of the ignorance. See that man hold the lamp at daytime, in the sunny daytime, and it's ignorance. Finally, it come as a ignorance. But where it start, had the fear to blow out the fire lamp, because he didn't have the trust, conviction, faith that he can find it. So then the ignorance lead, as a final result, the fruit, the source is the ignorance. So then once you have the distract mind, the ignorance going to be there. So then we try to look for the wisdom, and everybody try to become wise, but mostly we don't see. We may be reading and we following, we listening, thinking, oh, I want to be wise, I want to be wise. Everybody like this word, wisdom. But it is a result. From where the wisdom come? Wisdom come, remember, it come out of undisturbed mind. Wisdom come out of undisturbed mind. So, how the undisturbed mind happens? Undisturbed mind happen according to mindfulness, tranquility state, forgetlessness. So how the tranquility state or the forgetlessness come? Out of the energy, or the without laziness. If there is a laziness, it's not going to, the forgetfulness happen very easily. When there is no forgetfulness, that means there is energy. no laziness in that mind. When there is if there is no laziness, that's mean it has the faith, conviction. So this is the method that how the ignorance come out and play the role, because it depend from disturbed mind, and the disturbed mind depend on forgetfulness, forgetfulness depend on laziness, laziness depend on faithlessness. So if you look for the wisdom, liberation, salvation, transformation, change yourself, don't struggle. First, bring the faith to yourself for whatever you do, you regarding your study, regarding your work, regarding your family, regarding your relationships, regarding your project. So whatever, bring the faith. Make it 100%. Once the faith become 100% successful, complete, as a result of that completion, what will happen? The laziness will disappear. Forgetfulness will disappear. Distractedness will disappear. Ignorance will disappear. So when you develop the method in the Vipassana level, what will happen? These all five qualities interrogate each other. Then these all five qualities work as one. It's a kind of like a teamwork. When it come to that kind of teamwork, there is no way that you're going to hold by this worldly nature. That your Shraddha, Virya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya, or the faith, energy, mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom, when these all five things come together, interrogate, and work as one, there is no way this conventional ignorance can hold you. You're going to gain liberation, you're going to change, you're going to transform to something else, somebody else. But the thing is this, when you look at the world today, why the ignorance is so powerful, and why the greediness so powerful, why the hate is so powerful, why the fear so powerful, the reason is this faithlessness, this laziness, this forgetfulness, this distractedness, this ignorance, these all five things interrogate together and govern the human mind. When it becomes kind of like that, it becomes so powerful. So the same nature, you can develop it to positive way and you can develop it to negative way. So when it go with the negative way, it also have the same kind of a strong power to play the role in that side. So then remember the 12 hours dark, 12 hours light. It's not 12 hours and 1 minute. No, exactly 12 hours. So same like yourself. It is your choice. You want to get into the positive side or you want to get into the negative side. The both has two different flowers, but the flowers to give the light or the darkness. So then work yourself. It is your choice. Select yourself what you want and then start to work little by little. In a certain level, by the time that whatever the side you develop, this all the five qualities, negative or positive, start to work as one. And that is where you're going to experience how powerful this human mind. It can happen in the good way or it can happen in the bad way. This all come out of the human mind. So then take care of yourself and watch yourself and start with the faith. No need to develop the dark side anymore. We already came through that way. So then from today, start to go towards the light. How? Bring the faith, develop it little by little, little by little, little by little. Then you will see laziness will disappear, forgetfulness will disappear, distractedness will disappear, ignorance will disappear, the wisdom will arise in you. So, with that, I bless upon everyone. With this good practice, may all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. Also, during this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. And also, today, for this meditation class, uh, from Montenegro, Dr. Nishani sponsors this meditation class for her birthday, and we wish upon her to have a happy, wonderful birthday by the power of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. May all the success and happiness be with you, and may all your guardian angels will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. And by the power of this, all the meritorious activities you perform and help us, may all the success and happiness be with you. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. Finally, may you attain supreme bliss of happiness in this very lifetime and end of this samsaric journey. May you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata cha ammihi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.